What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Mandi show. Today, we're going to be talking about Daniel Caesar's brand new song, Have a Baby, open brackets, with me, close brackets. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know Daniel Caesar, I must ask you if you have been living under Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, if you don't know Daniel Caesar, he's one of those artists that's kind of like in the pocket of R&B, you know, R&B, soul, my bad, sorry about that, R&B, soul, gospel, you know what I'm saying, and just his songs are just straight up intimacy. And recently he came back with a brand new song, but I came up on songs like Get You, Best Part, you know, even outside like the mainstream popular songs, right, like his EPs, Praise Break, you know, Birds of Paradise, stuff like that, man. I really love his whole entire catalog of songs. They sound like, if I could describe them like something, I would say they sound like a memory, right? Like a nostalgia that you can't really like pin down, right? And that's why I love his music personally. Like, that's how I connect with his music. Like, I've loved every single thing he's put out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't think I've heard a bad Daniel Caesar song, honestly. All the albums, all the unreleased EPs. Like, I remember when I was like in high school, I had folders of just illegal I'm just doxing myself right now. I've left that life behind me. I'm not a pirate anymore, right? I pay for Spotify, I pay for YouTube, I pay for YouTube Premium. Well, not YouTube Music, right? I pay for my DSPs now, right? So I feel like I can confess this. But I would download his songs on my PC and just like listen to his music all the time. Just, it felt really good to listen to his music. Like, I love his voice, you know, the gospel influence that I even mentioned. And just the way that his music feels, man. It feels warm. Sometimes it feels heavy, and like a beautiful memory that also like hurts a little bit, because you know you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll never feel like it felt when you were in the moment. And when he dropped the song Have a Baby with Me, I wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to listen to it more, like give myself enough time to sit with it and really listen and figure out what bro has in store for us. And now with his new, I found out that he has an album coming out. It's called Son of Spurgy. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry, but I'm really looking forward to it. I can honestly say, based off of just one song, based off of just one track alone, that this might be his most beautiful work yet. It might be his best album, right? So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go verse by verse and try to come up with a thematic analysis and try to figure out what the song is about, because I see a lot of people that post the song and they fall for the trap. The song sounds beautiful, it sounds romantic, but it's not what you think it is. And I'm going to be revealing that for you guys today, right? You hold my hand, but in your head you've already left. So right away he already sets the stage, bro. This is not a happy love song at all, bro. It's about distance. It's about someone who's already checked out of the relationship emotionally. You know, the imagery of her getting dressed while she sits on the bed is kind of crazy. It's like she's already halfway gone. Like, she's already checked out, bro. Like, she's just waiting for you. I'm kidding. But he also says, I know you're not coming to the life we wanted. What if it cut short with the fires I've started? And he's doing something, right, that another artist who I know I can't name, I can't say who he is, I might get in trouble, so I can't say who he is. His name is Drake. I can say it. No one watches my videos, I won't get in trouble. But yeah, he's acknowledging his role, right? His mistakes that he made that could have, you know, burned the bridge. So it's not just about you left me, more so like with an added layer of maybe I might have pushed you away as well, right? And then we get to the chorus, which is the most beautiful part for me. It's like the most beautiful part of this song, right? He says, have a baby with me. And it sounds so, if you look at it through rose-tinted glasses, let me adjust my $5,000 Cartier. But, it sounds really romantic. It sounds like someone that wants to have a family. He wants to have a baby out of love, right? But that's the gut punch here, right? It's more like a desperate plea. Right? He knows that the love is dying, but he wants something permanent, something that they can leave behind. The idea of having a child here isn't just about starting a family out of love. It's more about clinging onto something tangible, something that you can hold on to, something that, that reminds you of how it felt when you were together, when the relationship itself is slipping away, right? So that's really, like, he brings the theme of the whole song together in the chorus, right? And then we get to the second verse where he says, you couldn't eat with grills for tea. Is Lower East still inside your memory? Now, I don't know what to make of this line, but that whole verse, for me, sounds like a daydream. Like he's running through alternative reality. He's like Doctor Strange, finding like 10,000 realities where they lost and only one where they won, right? So like in these alternate realities, he's like spiraling through thoughts of what if, right? What if we married? What if you believed in God? What if this had been different? He's spiraling through what ifs, searching for a version of the relationship that might have worked, right? But then he also snaps back to reality, right? But you need to leave. You ought to see this world, what it can offer you outside of me. And that line is it shows his maturity, a maturity that I will never have, right? Because he's acknowledging that his person, she deserves more, but even as he begs her to stay, right? So it's like, it's a mixture of self-awareness and selfishness, which is something I've been guilty of. Like, I'll know, like, this is the right thing to do, but also selfishly, like, this is what I want. What do you do when what you want is in opposition with the right thing to do? I never choose the right thing to do. The chorus, he sings the chorus again. We've already discussed the chorus. But in the outro, which is another part that I like, which is something that I find interesting. I think it's Daniel Caesar with just his voice changed up a bit. I'm not sure, honestly, or it can be a sample, I don't know. But he says, "Woman, I need you like never before." Right? Okay, yeah, I'm talking to the right part. But I think in that part, that's him like putting his cards on the table, laying it all on the line. You know what I'm saying? Just being completely honest, right? Which is nice, which is decent. There's not more that I can say about that, honestly. Rather than, let me just give my thematical like exploration of the song, because like I know the song hasn't been out like for a long time, but I feel like I've listened to it. The amount of times I've listened to it, I feel like I truly understand this song, right? And for me, it's about how complex things are, man. Things are complex, bro. Things are not black and white. Things are not straightforward, as this song will prove, right? Even though, it sounds romantic, right? The guitars, the atmosphere, his voice, all of it, as it comes together, it sounds and feels tender, but lyrically, it's kind of heartbreaking. And he's basically saying, if I can't have you, if I can't keep you, can you at least give me something that lasts? Can you at least give me something that reminds us of the two of us, something that I can hold, something that I can carry, something that I can nurture and grow in ways that I failed for our relationship, which is what I'm picking up from it anyways. But also it's about wanting permanence, something permanent that stays, that won't leave you, and being scared to lose something that you know you can't get back. And that contrasts, it's in opposition. Fuck, I always want to use big words. Why do I always want to use big words? But it contrasts with, you know, the gorgeous, intimate sound of the music, right? And also, you know, the desperation in the lyrics, all of it coming together makes it hit so hard. Now, there's nothing wrong with romanticizing the song. Nothing wrong at all, bro, because that's how I listen to the song, right? But yeah, I think that looking at the lyrics and trying to figure out what the artist like truly intended for us to pick up from the meaning of the song. Wait, let me see how it looks. No. Yeah, I prefer this one. But yeah, let me just conclude by saying, you know, the song itself, Have a Baby With Me by Daniel Caesar, I think this is him at his most vulnerable, right? It's soft, it's beautiful, but it's raw and sad, and it speaks to themes that you've become accustomed to, right, with Daniel Caesar. But when you just listen to the song, when you look at the title, when you look at the album cover, you don't really expect the message, right? Which speaks about, you know, it speaks about love, it speaks about heartbreak, to the innate human desire to hold on to something, even as it's slipping away. Have you ever seen a kid like drop their ice cream? Like they're eating a cone and it falls, and the desperation in their eyes, because everything happens so fast, but it feels slow motion, like they're out of control completely, and they just watch the ice cream splat on the ground. It's dirty, it's covered in sand, but they're still trying to salvage it, that indomitable human spirit. I feel like that is what this song is about. I don't know. I hope that's a good comparison to make. And for me, I don't know, him being able to make songs like this is what makes him special. Even though, like, the songs, they don't just sound good. Believe me, trust me, they sound amazing. But also because of like this underlying quality of them, and they sound like something that you've lived, even if you haven't. I've never asked someone to have a baby with me just so that they don't break up with me. So yeah, if you have, shout out to you. Tell me what you think about the song, what you think about the album, what you think about Daniel Caesar, or just, yeah, whatever. If you've been watching this long, hit in the comment section. I want you to comment your favorite hat emoji or something. But yeah, shout out to everyone that's been watching. More content coming soon. More lyrical, thematic analysis.